Hey guys, what's up? How is it going? How was your Wednesday? Possibly Thursday for some people. I don't know. But anyway, how's it going? Uh, we're gonna hang out in Astroland, I think, a little bit, do some stuff with the creative server. Um, yeah, we there may be a point in which we transition a little bit towards oh, oh my God, there's so many messages. There may be a point where we transition a little bit towards doing some stuff with World Painter, just because that's something that I need to get done, and this is as good an opportunity as any to work on that. But we'll see. We'll see how things go. I often have a lot of plans for what I want to do, and then I end up doing like one of the 30 things. So that's how it goes. Hey, what's up, Excentia? How's it going? Haven't seen you in a while. It's been a little bit. How's your day going? Oh, hey, I should probably get the actual stream feed going. Here, I'll do this. There it goes. Cool. Excellent. Right now we're just hanging out here in the spawn area, which has been taken over recently. You can see the messages popping up on my screen. I think it's like really weirdly compressed. Hold on, let me change the size of my window. I think I need to just do like this. That's a little better. Okay, cool. Things are getting compressed a little sideways because the game capture is funny. But yeah, there's hey, what's up, Pseudo Orchid? How's it going? I've been doing pretty good. It's been a little bit we're doing some different things. It's things are a little bit different than the last time you guys probably saw this stuff. But yeah, there's currently a mayoral campaign going on. So we've got some posters up. Oh, that's gonna bug me. But yeah, vote for the Gnome Party. I think we've got some I believe the warranty company is running for mayor. So vote warranty. There's a lot of map art going on right now. But yeah, not sure how I feel about the chat messages, those ones. I appreciate the thought. Maybe something that we need to at least make less often, because it's a little bit annoying. But we'll talk with whoever it is we need to talk to about that stuff, get it sorted out. But yeah, I think we'll probably do some work over here. This is kind of like the area where I've been doing stuff. As you can see, we've got some pretty good sized tide pools going on. It may be the case we eventually get to even putting water in it. Wouldn't that be cool? But I don't know if that's going to happen today. So we'll give it a shot. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to probably alter the time a little bit just because I prefer working around, when it's a little bit lighter outside. But yeah, for anyone who is not already aware, this is not the regular server. So for a while, I know that we were doing some work. We were working on the big city in Ilias mountain, city on top of the mountain and everything. But recently, for the month of August, and it's looking like part of the month of September and everything, we've switched gears a little bit. This is a public creative server that I'm running. It's been a lot of fun. We've got some people from the community in here building stuff. It's been enjoyable. So this is kind of like where we are right now. We're doing some work with this stuff. And in the meantime, I am doing some work on the main world and everything, trying to get things figured out in terms of like, I want to move the entire city into a flat world, so that we have a little more space to work with, and so that we don't have to deal with the constant, default Minecraft generation. Not a big fan. But yeah, so progress has been slow. I've got a lot of things going on in my life right now, but we're getting it sorted out little by little. But for the time being, we're just gonna enjoy our time in here. This is a little bit fun, something a little bit different. Today it's gonna be probably a lot of cleanup and whatnot. And a lot of these warranty signs. Um, but yeah, just a little bit of cleanup. We built this a few days ago, and it's very beautiful, but definitely a little bit rough around the edges. There are definitely parts that, you know, a lot of this was created with commands, so there's definitely something to be said for working on some of this stuff, but we will get there little by little. First thing I want to do is I don't know what this is, but I don't like it. Also, is it, there we go. It had night vision on too, which was kind of, problematic. I get rid of some of this stuff. Can put some of it back. Don't mind that. I think I want to fill in some of these holes too. I feel like there's not a great point in there being, big old missing sections. We'll probably fill in a little bit of this. Oops. I don't want to mess up this design too much, because I do think it's pretty. But I think it's important to try and preserve the shapes here, if we can. Let's see. I think we just got some falling sand. I think it's just part of the issue. We've got some holes with some need filling. There we go. That's a little better. I don't mind a little bit of chaos, you know? I just want to try to avoid it being too crazy. Honestly, I love the Bob Ross of Minecraft. I like it. Yeah, no, it's oh, I figure we'll do some of this. This stuff is relaxing. I like doing it. I have you know, work has been stressful and everything, so it's nice sometimes just to have some time to hang out with friendly people and just do a little bit of low-key building. I'd like to get some water in here, though. I think that would be really, really cool. I'd be very happy if we were able to get to that point today. I don't know if it's in the cards, but we can certainly give it a shot. Oh, yeah. Yeah, those notifications are going to have to go. We'll have to talk to someone about that. I don't know who set them up. We will deal with it, though. Let's see. I think a lot of it's just making sure that we keep things... We fill in all these little holes, right? And that we also try and just... I don't know, break up some of these hard corners. I think we've got a lot of, like, really straight sections, like here. See this big, long, straight line of blocks? I'd like to take a little bit out of it like that. Just a little bit. Nothing too crazy. Put that back there. Because I do like this general... We got, like, kind of a spirally design in the middle here. I like that. It's pretty. But I do think that we just need to just sort out some of the shapes. You know, there's elements of this that just sort of, by their very nature, you kind of have to do them by hand, you know? There's only so much that you can do with commands. Much as I like them, I'm a big fan of commands. I'm a command fan. I'm also moderately to extremely lazy. Why do today what you could put off doing until tomorrow, right? I think we've all been there. You're gonna fill out these with regular sand. Yeah, just working on getting some nice shapes. Yeah, I appreciate that. I don't mind if it goes off once every couple of minutes or so. But I think that, especially like while I'm streaming and stuff, it's, you know, it's like when you watch the streams and like the ads show up like every 3 seconds. You know, it's just it's a little bit much, but I appreciate the thought behind it. You know, it's definitely adding something to this mayoral campaign. I like that this just kind of sprung up out of nowhere. I didn't do it. It wasn't me. It wasn't my ideas. Just we just started seeing posters being put up that said "Vote for the Gnome Party." I don't even know if they said that like that the Gnome Party was running for mayor. Just vote for the Gnome Party. So it's been humorous. I like it. A little bit tall here. Kind of a weird mix. I think I'm okay with it for the most part, though. Yeah, this is better. Hey, I appreciate it. I don't know exactly what that means, but appreciate it. You want to know where it is? Go to spawn, then spectator directly under the rope bridge, heading up the path. Okay, I won't mess with it now. You know, things are okay as it is. But at some point in the future, we should take a look at it, right? But no huge rush or anything. Overly concerned. That's kind of nice. I like that. Oh, that's a really square corner. Look at that. That is just unpleasant to look at. Oh, take this corner off. Smooth that out a little bit. I think this corner needs a block. Get some nice smooth transitions here. And then I think we can go through and we can paint some of this. We can actually, you know, I like the red sand, but I think we can actually replace some of the red sand with some other orange blocks, and I think that would be really cool. So I feel like the big point of the red sand right now is just that it, you know, red sand has gravity, just like regular sand. But now that all the gravity stuff has kind of been achieved, I think there's some room to get a little funky. I'm a fan of funk. Oh man. It's just like a real election, right guys? Just like a real election. Maybe a little bit less stressful than a real election. I don't know. I don't know about you guys, but regardless of what your political affiliations are, I always find election years to be somewhat stressful. I don't know. I think it's just always a lot going on, you know. Complicated politics and all that. Let's see. I think that's okay. This is a little bit of a straight line right here. Not a big fan of that. Be like this. Yeah, I think that looks pretty nice. Oh, are you a part of the Hive campaign? I like it. Yeah, I'm still not even 100% sure who all is running. I know Gnome Party's got some signs up, and I know that the warranty people are firing up their engines, but that's the extent of my knowledge about this little election. I guess the Hive's running too, right? That's cool. That's kind of I think probably just need to fill in this. Yeah, that looks good. Let's see. That's kind of a weird one. Probably do like this. And then we'll maybe something like that. That seems mildly chaotic in a good way. I can't have any I can't show any preference or people will get mad at me. I have to remain impartial, an impartial party. Otherwise, I absolutely know people are gonna be, hey, hold on a second. Oh, it's just in the shade. I was like, why is that one block like weirdly discolored? Oh my goodness. Celebrity endorsements. One of these days, someone's gonna show up with like an actual celebrity endorsement for one of these weird little mayoral posters and stuff. gonna be funny. Someone's gonna like, someone's gonna have a an uncle who's a gardener for someone famous. Get them to weigh in. Oh man. Calling it now though, it's gonna happen. It's gonna be funny. Let's see here. I think it's pretty good. This is a little weird. These are like kind of stacked up in a funny way. That's a little bit random. I like it. Let's see. That's pretty good. I think we need to do something here. Maybe just kind of fill this corner in a little bit. Yeah, I think that works. I liked your idea where we're gonna voting for which faction gets to lead the theme contest. Yeah, I like it. Anything to put some of the put some of the extra work on someone else's shoulders. Oh, it's a devious plan. No one has seen my true intentions yet. No, but no, it's gonna be a good time. I'm happy to see that so many people are participating too, because this kind of stuff always more fun when you have a crowd. This looks pretty good so far. Not seeing anything that I hate. Let's see. Oh, there's something I'm not happy with. I don't like these really square corners. Don't know. Just really it grinds my gears. I think this one could probably use a little bit. That, then maybe even this. Take some off of these corners, that corner. It's not terrible. We could probably merge these two into one big thing. Not actually real in love with this corner. See if we can get the shape a little bit. That's better. We're getting there. Making progress. Yep. I think this needs to come out this way just a little bit. Take this. There we go. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Some of this is a little bit tall for what it is, but honestly, I'm not too worried about it. I think it'll work out. Actually, yeah, I think we'll get some nice lines. Gotta make sure that we fill in the little gaps. That is very square. A little bit better. Let's see. There we go. We've got some of the same issues here. Let's see. Excellent. We're getting there. Let's do like this. Squeeze a couple in there. Yeah. All right, I can see this. I can see where we're going with this. All right, what do we think? It's looking pretty smooth. I'm actually pretty pleased with this. Let's check the height of this because I'd like to see an idea of where the water is gonna come in. The wall here, 85 blocks high. This part is 90, so that's gonna work. Looks like we need water to come over this way. This is 81. That's fine. This one is 80. So it works out. This is 80. And this is 79. All right, cool. All these are good, are low enough that the water will seep out. But none of the walls, it looks like, are short enough where the water would be at an unnecessarily high point. So I'm thinking we put the water level up here at 82. I think that's it's a safe bet. Yeah, we can determine it for the rest of these. I think I will repaint some of this red sand. Let's go up here and find a palette. What are some things that we can replace? I think red sand, maybe copper. I think copper might be a little too much. But definitely like stripped acacia is a good color. Maybe even like orange wool. I don't know, that might be a little bit intense. Smooth red sandstone. What else we got? I wonder if raw copper. I think pumpkins are a little bit too orange. I think we have orange terracotta is not a bad choice. Maybe even regular terracotta, to be honest, right? Maybe get some magma in there. That one might be kind of cool. Provide some nice light there. Copper might be a little too blue. We just did magma. What other orange blocks do we have? We can't do orange concrete powder because it will be underwater. That's not going to end well. And then I think the other one that I knew I wanted was where'd it go? Shroom light. Yeah. I think that's going to look nice. I think we should probably ditch the copper. That. Probably the regular terracotta as well. I do kind of like the magma though. Especially because the magma emits light, but like less light than the shroom light. I think that's good. Let's see if we can make a brush out of this then. Yeah, let's see here. Here, let's do probably at least sand. Red sandstone. I don't even remember what the other blocks were. There's orange terracotta. Oops. Terracotta. You can do acacia. Oh, it's stripped acacia. Stripped And swell. Acacia wood. Let's see, 60, 70, 80. Well, one block and 10%. 5. The max spread sand. And I believe we should just be able to paint with this. I'm gonna do a little bit of this. Well, I think this is gonna look cool. So I think this is gonna do a good job of illuminating this little spirally shape, even if it's underwater. Because that was kind of my big concern, was that, you know, we got this cool spiral shape, but if it's underwater, are we really going to be able to see it? I think the answer to that now is yes. Yes, we will be able to see it. Look at this. Oh, that looks so cool. Look at that. Hey, what's up? How's it going? Welcome, raiders. We're just doing some more building. I think you guys, or at least some of you, were here for the last one. We're lighting up a spiral, so we're gonna give it a look. Oh, look at that! That looks cool, right? This is gonna be awesome. So this is gonna be a tide pool. We've got a sand castle going over here, and we're building some little auxiliary tide pools. So we're trying to light it up. Eventually, we're gonna fill this up with water, and it's gonna spill out over the edges of this into these other tide pools. So we're gonna fill them with coral and stuff. It's gonna be very cool. I'm very excited about it. But right now, we're just trying to figure out some of the nitty gritty when it comes to the spirals. And I think we just found it, because that looks awesome. Very, very happy with that. Yeah, let's continue on. I think we might need to honestly, I don't know. My original thought was to put some of this orange stuff in these other tide pools. But looking at it now, I kind of just like it just in this main tide pool, you know? Maybe these other ones we can put more coral and like a lot of sea pickles and stuff to line them up. Just to make them seem, you know, cool and special and everything. But I think I really like just this one orange spiral. Ignore the messages that are popping up. We are having a mayoral campaign on the server. So people are running. They are trying to get the good word out there. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoy watching. It's kind of a chill stream. Got some lo-fi and some Minecraft. You know, nothing too crazy. Man, I love this mix. This is so cool. I love all the light blocks. This is gonna look really, really neat. One thing I am gonna do. We're gonna take some diamond blocks. We're gonna plug these areas up, up to a height of 80. I think I said 82. I need to fill this space because I'd like to fill this main area, this main basin with water. Excuse me, can't talk. Just so we can get an idea of what it looks like when it's underwater. But to do that, we need to make sure that the water doesn't leak out. Because we're not quite done with the other areas yet. So, let's see. I use diamond blocks because it's creative. Gives me an opportunity to draw with a block that has, you know, high contrast. Excuse me, I can't speak. Lets me see what I'm doing. Also, it makes me feel a little bit fancy, and there's nothing wrong with feeling fancy from time to time, right? Absolutely nothing wrong. Let's see here. I think this is 82. 83. Water level's gonna be at 82. We wanna, oops. I don't know if that was supposed to be. Okay, and I think that's all the outlets. Let's kind of blow up some of this. We have to leave our little fish at the top, though. He's very cute. You guys remember that movie Lilo and Stitch? That's what this little fish reminds me of. And I think it's like the beginning of the movie. There's Lilo, the little girl, is swimming around in the ocean, and she finds I think it's like a puffer fish or something, and she gives him a peanut butter sandwich. And she goes back to her hula dancing class, and she tells the teacher that she's late because she had to give Pudge the fish his peanut butter sandwich. And the guy asks, why did you have to give the fish a peanut butter sandwich? She says, because Pudge controls the weather. I just love that. It was just the best. It's a good movie. I should watch it again sometime. It never fails to make me smile, you know? It's one of those movies. I think everyone's got some movies like that. All right, let's fill this thing with water. I'm gonna go down to here. I think we need to go to 82. 80, no, it's 81 because 82 means we're standing on top of it. Yeah, it is a little sad. This is true. I don't know. I think in a lot of ways, some of the best stories have just a little bit of sadness in them. You know, it just, you know, I don't know. You know, it's hard to understand, you know, real happiness unless you've got a little bit of sadness in there too. You know, it's a spectrum. Kind of beautiful though. I don't know. Maybe it's just because my parents didn't die in a storm. I'm just a heartless monster. I would accept that as well. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna give this a shot. We're gonna do like 70, and I hope this doesn't crash the server. All right, it did not crash the server. It is not spilling out. And doesn't that look cool under the water, right? That's just, I gotta take a picture of that. Hey, Rhonda, what's up? How's it going? Welcome. We're just doing some more building here. Right now, we've got this cool spiral in the bottom of this tide pool. We're lighting it up. Well, if there was no sadness or adversity in the world would be a very boring place. This is true. This is absolutely true. You know, in a really, you know, I don't know, first world problems kind of way. You know, it's I definitely keep in mind. I try to keep in mind, and you know, a lot that, like, you know, my idea of adversity is limited compared to that faced by actual people in the real actual world, right? Which doesn't make it less valid, but you know, it does mean that you know, the scope of my thoughts on the subject is limited. But you know, it's I think it does, you know, it does, especially when it comes to storytelling, right? You know, obviously in the real world, it would be best if things just went well, you know, the vast majority of the time. I think we can all agree on that. But when it comes to storytelling, you know, especially stories, you know, that you're telling to get some moral points across and stuff, I think it's definitely it's good to have a mixture, you know. I don't know if anyone really likes hearing stories where, you know, the good guy is always 100% good and always saves the day. Sometimes some of that conflict is necessary to have something that's really, it feels like the real world, right? Because the real world is sometimes a difficult place to live in. Proving people wrong is very fun. I agree with that. Absolutely. I think even more than proving people wrong, I think you know, a lot of people, it's nice being right? It's nice being right and knowing that you're right and telling people, you know, that, and having people admit that you're right. There is no drug in the world that is better than, you know, like righteousness, I guess, like earned righteousness, right? You know, being able to say, you know, it's a little bit, you know, being able to say I told you so is I don't know, it's a good feeling, I have to admit. maybe not necessarily the most wholesome feeling, but you know, someone's got to be right. Might as well be me, right? Let's see. Is a lot of gravel, but I think that overall we probably won't notice it too much, so not super concerned. But yeah, I don't know. I don't remember if I talked about this yet, but you know, what I'm doing right now is really just we're just trying to smooth things out a little bit, trying to make it into a slightly nicer shape with you know, like some of this stuff. I don't know what's going on here. Not really sure, but it's something we'll figure out. Actually, we'll probably leave that. I don't know if that's something that someone's working on. I don't want to disturb things. But also having people listening to you and believing you're right when everyone else doesn't, that is a very good feeling. You know, I think some of it's just, you know, people like feeling heard. You know, everyone likes feeling heard. Everyone likes to think that, you know, they like knowing that their opinion in whatever small way is being valued. You know, because in some ways it's telling. You know, it means that to us sometimes that we're being valued as people. That's it's important. It's important to feel valued. Definitely a good thing. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not very good at natural rock shapes, but we're learning as we go. We're getting better and better at them. Eventually, I'll just be able to be like, oh yeah, here, this is how you do natural rocks. Bing, bang, boom, right? Not quite there yet, but we're getting there. Little by little. Every time I build a weird rock wall, I'm always like, man, I feel like I did that better than the last time I tried to build a big rock wall. Happens more often than you'd think. Something like that. I like it. I think this is gonna look nice. And that's why active listening is the best. I agree with that as well. It's a difficult skill, you know. It's something that a lot of people take for granted. I think, you know, just I don't know, having friends who are good listeners, being a good listener, right? It's an underrated skill. How do we feel about that? I'm okay with this, I think. Sometimes natural Minecraft walls have sheer cliffs. This is true. It is definitely... Oh, man. And for the most part, I'm kind of okay with it when it comes to, like, the natural generations and stuff. Because, you know, I mean, at the end of the day, it's all just a computer trying to decide what it thinks the real world looks like without ever having seen it, right? But... Oh, man. It bugs me when my cliffs don't end up looking nice and... you know, sheer is good, but like flat is a little bit of a different beast entirely. Let's see. Not sure. I guess gravel's okay because it means that we can fill these areas in. It's like that's a little bit flat even for me, you know. I think adding something like that helps break it up a little bit. Some of these harsh outlines are just not my favorite thing. I think that's pretty nice though. It's a good place. Oh, that was our palette. I was like, why is there a square? Definitely add some of these little pokey up details. At some point, we will probably have to come through here and detail a lot of this with like slabs and stairs and things. That's a lot of effort, though. Don't know if we have the time or if I have the patience at this moment to work on that. But one of these days, kind of my catchphrase, you know. Eventually, one day we'll get around to it. I'm okay with that. I think maybe if we made that one the focus, though. No, no worries. No worries at all. I mean, honestly, like, that's why I do these streams. I don't do them, I don't expect people to come and, like, actively, like, talk the entire time. A lot of the reason I like watching streams like this is because I don't have to talk in the chat. I can just watch it and work on other stuff. Listen to people talk about things and also stuff. I like it. And I like to try and provide that for other people as well. Just, it's a listening stream. Something to do if you're looking for something to listen to and to just chill. Chill is good. Yeah, that seems okay. I think those shapes are all pretty good. This one's a little bit weird. Break up the outline a little bit. Overall, not that bad. Not that bad. Gonna go like this. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. We're getting there. I'm starting to see the big picture. That's always a good sign. And it's honestly probably okay that it doesn't have to be it's not super realistic or anything like that, because it's a sand castle, right? None of this is ever gonna be like photorealistic or anything. It's just for funsies. Oops. I am not putting blocks in the places where I want to put blocks. Nope, that needs to be there, but that needs to be gone. Like it. Cool. Let's put some water in here. So I'm pretty sure what I can do with this is I can actually, so right here we need more than like the default Minecraft waterfalls. We need something a little bit more. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually place some diamond blocks where we want the waterfall to actually be, and then we'll convert them into water source blocks. And that way we'll end up with a nice looking waterfall. Just have to be a little bit careful. Make sure that it flows kind of where we want it to flow. So I'd like it to kind of fill this pool up and then head downstream. I'm trying to think how much I'd like this pool to be filled. Probably to like this general line. I think it's okay if that sticks up above, but it would be kind of nice to have this build up to this level. Let's see here. Yeah. And then we'll let the water flow down kind of naturally from there. Okay, cool. We got a plan. We got a plan, people. Fill this in with water. Kind of a tiered system. I'm curious. You said you get notified if someone on the server places a certain amount of blocks. How often do you get notifies? I don't know. It's fairly often, to be honest. It's people are making large commands. Mostly, I'm mostly concerned if the server is crashing. Right. That's really the big thing I'm looking for. Not too worried. I'm not like policing, and I'm not like, oh, that person placed 20,000 blocks. Gotta go ban them from the community or anything like that. Just more for me to keep tabs on things to make sure that that I'm doing everything I can to ensure a nice place for people, Water. Awesome. So, we've got these little diamond walls set up, and what we're gonna do is we're just gonna use this brush to turn them into water, hopefully in like one big movement, and that should create nice waterfalls, so we can kind of sculpt them from there. Hey, look at that. That worked out pretty much perfectly. And what we could do is we can add little auxiliary bits. So like I don't like that this water kind of doesn't fall here. So I'm going to make that one into a diamond block. And then I'll turn that into a water block. And look. And it falls exactly the way I'd like it to fall. Oh yeah, it's really easy, you know? So that's part of why I do it, is just so that people understand that, like, it's a small server. If anything gets permanently damaged, there's limited amounts of things I can do to really change that. So people just need to be careful above all else, I think. Easy to get carried away, you know? Alright. That does not go nearly as far as I thought it would. Let's see. Guess maybe we just need to do like this, and then we'll fill this area with water. Actually, we probably need to be one higher. Oh. It's like I see the shadow of a person. Let's do this. And this. That's more or less what I wanted. We'll also, I think, convert these. Cool. Then, we should be able to do kind of the same thing here. I think I am going to make this a couple blocks thick, though. So we get a little bit of a... Just so we make sure we have enough water to flow all the way down to where we want it to go. Let's see. Something like that. And we should be able to go boop. Hopefully this all connects up. More or less. We're getting there. Let's do like here and all the way back there. Sculpting waterfalls. Who knew it was such an involved process, right? Kinda weird. Like this needs a bit of an extra boost there. Yeah. Alright, cool. We won't worry too much about it. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. I think that looks pretty good, though. Nice. Art has been done. I like it. We're getting a little bit of art done over here as well. I think that's about as natural as it was going to get, you know? Hey, what's up, Clear? How's it going? I am sort of regretting. I wonder if we can, I wonder if we can add a little bit of that red. Maybe it's not necessary. Maybe it's not. I think it might be a little overkill. I don't want it to be too much. As much as I like it, you know, too much of a good thing and all that, right? You don't want too much of a good thing. It stops being quite as good, I think, when you have too much of it. Let's see. Yep, that's nice. Get rid of those and this. Probably this one as well. We got a little bit of squareness there. A little bit there. This is a little bit out of whack. Let's get it back in whack, right? We'll get it whack back. I don't know. Sometimes I just say words, you know? That's okay. Yeah. Actually, this one seems more or less kind of okay to start out with. Honestly, not a lot that I feel necessary to change. Here. little bit like that. Maybe a little bit like this. I like it. I like it, I like it, I like it. Interesting experience of a cat on my bench outside. Haven't seen it since. Oh, you have quite a menagerie of animals parading around your home. That's I don't know. Quite a saga. I've been very much enjoying hearing hearing the tale. Oh my goodness. What is it now? A fox and a cat and what else? I think there was some other stuff. Terraforming is really relaxing. You know, it's I don't know. I think for some people it's stressful, if I can understand. Because if it's something that you don't do a lot, it's definitely like there's some added stress there because you have to think about what you're doing. For me, I have done probably enough of this that it's just kind of you know, second nature. I don't have to think about it too much, which is good. Makes it a lot easier. Honestly, I think the rest of this is pretty good though. Let me put some water. It could be good for this one to be a little bit more full than the other ones. We can really carve away its other little tide pool. Let's see. Oh, don't like that. A little better. Yeah. Then we can kind of soften the edges a little bit. Awesome. I'm pretty sure I don't live in a zoo. I could be wrong. I mean, it seems like something that you would know about if you were living in a zoo, but that being said, you know, I mean, you never know. It could very well be something that you're just maybe they built the zoo around you. You know, maybe you didn't used to live in the zoo, but it's a fairly recent addition. Who knows? Let's see. That's going to be an issue. That just needs to be deeper in general. I think we need to use the old commands. I was gonna. Oh. Okay. That was a little extreme, but honestly, it's okay. Whoa. What happened there? Apparently gravity is not good. Let's see. You know what? We'll do this by hand. I think it's probably best if we do it by hand. I'm gonna fill in some of this. There we go. Fill in some of this. There's going to be a lot of gravel here, but we'll mix it up a little bit. Finish with the shade. Alright. Okay. I think it doesn't need to be this low, but it definitely needs to be below 74. So maybe we can do a little bit of add a little bit of sand. Put only on the air. Story to add to the animal saga. I saw a heron, bird, crane next to our koi fish pond. I think a few fish went missing. We've got all sorts of animals, man. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit jealous. Sounds like an interesting place to live. Okay, that's pretty good. I think this is low enough. And it's 74 again. Alright, we'll do it that way then. Kind of crazy though. Feels like, doesn't feel like it's that high up, but I guess it is. That was a few years ago. I don't think I've encountered it again. We get herons out here every once in a while, but not very often. They're very beautiful though. I live sort of near the ocean, so I think they like it out here because there's lots of fish. That seems good. Let's see. Kind of like that. Kind of like that. Yeah. Okay, cool. Now we just need to go build a brush with this palette over here. Hey, what's up? Yeah, I like it. Man, I like those Instagram ads. I don't know. I think it's fun. Just for people to get to see that kind of stuff. It's different than the other kinds of ads, you know? The ads are kind of, I don't know, most of the Instagram ads are kind of, they're pushy. By nature, right? It's an advertisement, I get it. But I like, I don't know. I think they're kind of silly. But glad to have you here. Welcome. We're just doing a little bit of building. Nothing too crazy. Working on I think it's gonna be a tide pool. It's kind of the thing. Well, let's see here. We're gonna do gravel, stone, stone, andesite. Can't spell sometimes. Dead corn, coral block. Dead tube coral block. Then we also have tough and tube coral, horn coral. Oh, we got fire coral, cobble, and mossy cobble. All right. Stone. Nice. Last sand. We'll go back over here and take this. Be a little bit careful. We don't want to mess up the other stuff we've been working on. Just that. I like it. Alright. Let's go ahead and put in our little barrier. 71. Probably go up to 72. Just like that. It seems like a good height. Alright. Let's go stand at 72. This is 72, so we want to actually stand at 71. We have our filling. Nice. I think we could actually stand to go a block higher. I think that wouldn't hurt anything. Yeah, I like that better. I think it's got a better shape to it. School story I remember from a few years back was a kid opened up their Sprite and it shot up to the ceiling in their eyes, but they had glasses on. That's quite a story. I don't know. Honestly, like, I don't know. I feel like stuff like that happened when I was in school. I probably don't remember it particularly well. Man, I don't even know if we had. I honestly don't know if we had soda at our school. I think when I was in like school and everything, there was like a big push for like no sugary drinks at school. And there was just the whole thing. I don't know. Okay, let's see if we can get this waterfall going. Oh, that one actually worked out really well. I feel like there's only really one place that I need more water. It's right there. Oh, And right here, because I don't know why this one block is dry. Nice. Alright. Got some of our tide pools done. That is really cool. Hey, it's Blizzard. What's up? Been doing good. We're filling in our tide pool, so it's going good. We got some light blocks in the bottom, looking very pretty. See if I can show you what it looks like at nighttime, because that's really when it shines. Look at that, pretty, huh? Eventually, all of our buildings will be lit up too, so it'll be a whole thing. It's kind of Halloween-y, I guess. It's got kind of a ghoulish glow to it, huh? Getting to be that time of year, guys. It's getting to be, I don't know, it's ridiculous. Ridiculous, but not always. Ridiculous isn't always a bad thing, I suppose. Oh man, I can't believe it's September. Where did the year go? Where did everything go? Oh look, someone added some walls there. Nice. I'm pretty sure it wasn't me, but it could have been me. I don't know. Pretty sure not though. So I feel like I would remember adding walls. And oh yeah, look at that. Someone went in and added a lot of walls. Thank you. Whoever it is, if you see this, thank you. I appreciate it. I wonder if it was Gumpy. She was helping me with this the other day. Let's see. Got a few weird generations. Nothing too bad. Nothing to write home about. That's okay. We need one right there. And at some point, I guess we'll have to go and add walls kind of everywhere. Not yet. Not yet. We're not quite there yet. Let's see. I think we can do that. Yeah, I feel pretty good about that spire. My friend had a project to bring a photo of someone they admire at a campus teacher, expecting them to bring photos of their parents. My friend sure didn't. What did they bring in? Was it like a... Because I remember we had a similar project when I was in school, and I brought in a picture of Abraham Lincoln. I don't know. I had a whole thing for Abraham Lincoln as a child. I mean, don't get me wrong, he was a super cool guy, but I don't really know what my obsession was with him, but it just, I don't know. I was just I was a big fan. I mean, you know, he seemed like a pretty decent dude. Unless there's recently come to light some historical facts indicating he wasn't a decent dude, in which case I always knew it. Kind of the way these things go these days. No, but I don't know. A photo of a video game character. Oh, that's a little rough. Was it at least like a cool video game character? Or did they bring in like a picture? At least, I guess, like, was it like a video game villain? Because that would be not good. This is pretty. That's pretty solid. That looks like a cliff wall. I don't know if they're cool. Well, you know. I mean, I guess it could have been worse, right? There are a lot of worse pictures that your friend could have brought in. So, you gotta take sometimes, especially as a teacher, you kind of gotta take what you can get. from the students. Honestly, if I were the teacher, I would mostly just be glad that they turned in something, because I feel like that's a rare enough occurrence. It's just people who do the homework. So let's see. Let's fill this in a little bit. All right. I think whoever put these walls in here also cleaned this up a bit. This is like, this looks really, really good compared to some of the other parts we were working on. Honestly, not much I feel compelled to change. Couple little things here and there, kind of keep the flow, but overall, not too bad. These are kind of square. Kind of like that. Yeah, that helps break that up a little bit. Someone will have to figure out what to do. There's a castle back here that I think B built it. A really cute little castle, Blackstone deal. We gotta figure out how we're going to incorporate that into the tide pool. Don't know. We'll have to talk about it, figure it out. That's not great. That's not a great shape. Better. Getting better, getting better. Alright, alright. We're getting to a good place. This is a little weird. I would just fill this in. Sand. I'm okay with like a little bit of an indent, but I think in general we don't need that much. There we go. It's a little better. Oh man. We're having a bit of a mayoral election on the server right now. People are putting up signs and well, as you can see, they're doing some advertising and stuff. That's fun. Currently, we've got the Gnome Party. I think there's a bee party, and of course the warranty signs. The warranty sign party is they've got a candidate in the running. Let's see who wins. I don't know exactly what being mayor is actually going to entail in terms of like, because I didn't even start this whole thing. It all started because we found someone made some posters and put them up. We decided, all right, I guess people are running for mayor now. I don't even know what the mayor is supposed to do. I don't know. What do you do when you're the mayor of a Minecraft server? Does it mean that I get to do less work and they have to do some of it? Be okay with that. At the end of last year, my friend got the award for most likely to walk off the plank. Oh, and then pet tax. Yeah, there's a pet tax channel in the Discord just for pictures of people's pets and things, because I like animals. I like looking at pictures of animals. Wouldn't it technically be president? Or is that your job? No, I like to think of myself more as a like a Minecraft deity. I feel like it's a very humble and appropriate way of thinking about myself. It's not at all overinflated or messing with my ego. No siree. I don't know. I guess it could be a president. I honestly don't know. They're probably welcome to call themselves whatever they'd like to call themselves. They want to be president, they can be president. They want to be mayor, they can be mayor. I got no arguments either way. Yeah, I don't know. I think what's probably going to end up happening is that whoever wins the mayorness, I don't know. Whoever gets to be mayor is going to get to help judge. We're going to do a building contest. I think they're going to help judge that, and then also they'll probably get to pick the theme of maybe a video or something like that. We could do that, or maybe the theme of a stream. You know, they'll pick a theme and we'll do a stream like this, and we'll build something on that theme, perhaps. You know, within reason, right? Gotta clarify things, because otherwise, I'm gonna end up building all sorts of not safe for work things, probably. Maybe we'll just leave it at they'll have input, right, into what we build on our stream. That'd be fun. All right, overall, I'm liking this. There's a few random holes, but apart from that, nothing much to complain about. Looks most like a celebrity. The celebrity for that kid was Ed Sheeran. Nice. I feel like it's probably not a lot of people who look that much like Ed Sheeran. I feel like he's got a fairly iconic face. Like, I don't know. Like I feel like I could pick him out of a crowd, you know? Maybe not though. I guess maybe it depends on whether you live in a place that has lots of red-haired people or not. I feel like that's probably what I'm thinking of most. There aren't a lot of red-haired people around where I live. Maybe that's what it is. I forget, we had something similar in my school when I graduated. I cannot remember. I won a category. I don't remember what category it was. And I remember thinking, because they made the announcements like at our graduation ceremony and everything. And I remember thinking, like, when they read my name and everything, like, wait, what? Like, just confused, because like it was something that I had nothing to do with. Can't for the life of me remember what the category was, but it was something silly, you know? This is a little square. Now that's a little square. There we go. A little better. A little better. All right. Let's fix this up so it's not so blocky, which is, there's some irony there because we're playing Minecraft and the entire thing is a little bit blocky by design. We're going to ignore that dramatic irony. Continue placing blocks, making things smooth. I like this little island. I think that this is going to look nice. I don't know, it just feels like something cool could happen here. I don't know what, but we're definitely going to build something cool on this island, right? Maybe like another little castle or something. Actually, I'm okay with that being like that. Yeah, and I'm okay with it being flat on top. I think that's kind of a necessity. It needs to be a little flat on top, just so we have good space to build things. And like that. I think we're almost ready to put some water in here. A couple of our little details I want to attend to. I'm okay with most of that, I think. I saw a graduate speech go something on the lines of, "You never let us down, you never around to hurt us, you never made us cry, you never said goodbye, and we'll never give you up." I like it. That's I mean that's the way to go, right? You gotta rickroll your way, people on your way out. The only acceptable solution. In my book, anyway. Man. I wonder what Rick Astley thinks of the whole rickroll thing. Like, do you think he thinks it's funny? Or do you think he's, like, offended? I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it'd be a hard sell to be offended by something like that, right? Because, I mean, you know, any press is good press, right? I don't know, I'd be flattered if it were me, I think, but maybe, you know, I mean, maybe he has good reason not to. Who knows? Oh my goodness. Yep. I think mostly I'm just trying to make sure that I fill this in enough that water doesn't leak out. What height is this? 69. Nice. Let's see here. What height is this over here? This is 67. That'll be okay. What height is this? This is 73, so that's also okay. Just trying to get an idea of where the water. Interesting. So the water actually won't be able to cross that, which is okay. I think it's okay having a sand bridge there. It feels like it'd be cool. It's like a random grass block. Is there another one? Another one back there. All right. I think this is getting pretty close here to a point where we can put water in this. I saw an interview on him about it. He said it's funny, and of course he gets tired of it sometimes, as many things do. He's cool with it. That's cool. Like, honestly, that makes me appreciate him that much more. So I feel like, particularly with something like that, I feel like it's just something you gotta lean into, right? Like, you really can't afford to be too upset about any of it. You're an internet phenomenon, right? Can't be too upset. Let's go over here. I don't remember what height that was though. What height? 68? Let's go find 68 over here. Thinking this 68. I'll put 67. Same one over here. Oh yeah, I like that because look, we got like our little land bridge. Basically, it's branding. Oh, I can see that. Yeah, it's free advertisement, right? Let's see. Let's fill this in. We'll fill one more layer. Excellent. Excellent. Realize this needs a little bit of shaping. Nice. I like it. Water does not escape anywhere. That's also good. And then peninsula. It is. You know what it reminds me of? Mont Saint Michel. You know, in I'm guessing France, where they've got the tidal, the little tidal island, where you know, like if depending on whether you go at low tide or high tide, there's either a little sandbar that takes you out there, or you'd have to swim. There's a few little islands like that scattered around, I don't know, probably mostly Europe, but kind of cool. I like it. We're gonna have an island there, you know. I don't want to have to swim out to the island. I'd much rather the island just kind of be there. And I realized also I did not do a good job of shaping this because this is ugly. That is just not what you want to see. Let's see if we can fix it a little bit. It's a little bit better. I'll have to build some like cool stairs that go up to it, I think. Let's see. Better, better, better. Little funny shaped. That's better. Okay, cool. Hey, good morning. Mr. Ashley ever had a goal to be remembered? If he passed, he's got it. Oh, Astley? Rick Astley? Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I can't imagine anyone saw that coming, you know? Like, he was a pretty good singer, but like, I mean, you know, I don't know. It's just that was probably like such a big surprise that he ended up being like an internet phenomena, especially because like I feel like when it happened, the internet was still like relatively new. Like it wasn't like, you know, a super new thing, but it definitely like, you know, it was definitely somewhat new. And there wasn't a ton of things on the internet until relatively recently in history, I feel like. I think this looks pretty good. Pretty happy with this. This. Oh, it's dividing in weird ways. Oh, catch you later, Raybot. I don't know if you're actually, I just realized I don't know if you're actually in the stream, but always good. You watch it later. Always good to see you. Let's see. That looks pretty good. Pretty happy with that. They're never gonna give us up or let us down. Oh man. That's not so great. Let's do like... No? And this water is being fickle today. There we go. No worries, catch you around. Oh, goodness. Oh man, it's gonna be a sad day when he passes away. I feel like he's an icon of a generation, you know? I like it. This looks really cool. See if we can get kind of a big picture. I saw an opportunity and I took it. I like it. Yeah, this looks pretty cool so far. Would rock the world in the internet. I don't know how old he is, to be honest. He's definitely got to be getting up there, right? Because like he was already like, you know, somewhat known like when I was a kid. That was not to date myself too much, but that was a little while ago. But honestly, I don't know. To look it up. I was 55. That's actually not so bad. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with being old. That is younger than I thought he was. I have to say these waterfalls are coming out real good. I'm not that old. I'm just I feel like I'm old when compared to Minecraft's core demographic. I'm old for the game that I'm playing, right? So I feel like the core demo for Minecraft is like it's a younger crowd, right? I'm not that old. I'm 28. It's not, grand scheme of things, not so bad. But I do sometimes feel old playing this game. That's for sure. Let's see. All right, let's go. Isn't that a oh man. Didn't they just like recently discover like a new way to do that or something? I thought I read something about it or watched a video or something. Hey, nice. Awesome. Just make sure that you know, if you join the Discord and everything, do make sure that you click the little reaction thing and get let into the actual Discord, because that's something that I've been noticing a lot of people have been having trouble with as they join and then they don't get verified. And if you don't get verified, you don't have access to a lot of the channels. It's probably not very much fun. But I think some people just they're not really, you know, like worried about it. That's not something that they care too much about. But I do know that there are some people who are just I think they just don't realize that they can. So just make sure you do that so you get all the good content. Old straw. I found so many glitches, infinite carpet, duplicating item frames, shooting arrows. Like it. Let's see here. And also, Blizzard, and for anyone else who's interested, to be honest. So this server that I'm playing on is actually it's a public server, so it's a community one, run through the Discord and everything. But if you're interested in joining, you know, come in and build some stuff, there's a forum in one of the channels. I believe the channel's called Astroland Information or something like that. But if you this little Google form you can fill out, and it's real basic stuff, right? Like, you know, you agree to the rules, don't, you know, mess people's stuff up, right? Pretty simple stuff. But if you fill that out and give me your Minecraft username and everything, I will get you added, and you can come build here. You can come see this build right here that we're working on in person. I mean, you know, in person virtually because it's Minecraft, but we have a plugin on this server called Geyser that if you have Bedrock Edition, we can actually patch you in and you'll be able to play just like the Java Edition people. So you know, definitely if you're interested, let me know. The protocol for getting Bedrock people added to the whitelist is a little bit involved, but definitely if you're interested, let me know and we'll get you hooked up. And all are welcome. I like it. Yeah, no, it's Geyser's actually really cool. I had no idea that it existed. One of the other people in the server was like, "Hey, I'm on Bedrock. Can you install the Geyser plugin so that I can play too?" I was like, "Is that a thing?" That's awesome. So definitely, if you're interested, let me know. Hey, what's up? Oh man, how do you say that name? Is it Chryseries or is it like Chrysaris? Chris, Cry. I don't know. You have to let me know. I'm really terrible with names, to be completely honest with you. Up front and honest, not so great at names. Which is funny because I feel like I'm pretty good at like making up names when it comes to like fantasy stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah, clear. I don't know if you knew that, but definitely if you're interested in joining, definitely just go fill out the form and everything and let me know and we'll get you added. Bedrock people are welcome. Only thing with the Bedrock stuff is that if you join via Bedrock, because it is still technically a Java server, your skin will not load properly. So you're gonna look like Minecraft Steve or Alex or whatever, which honestly feels like kind of a small price to pay, but it is something I do wanted to point out just in case it matters to people. I feel like most people are probably okay with that. Chrysaris? Chrysaris. I like it. Chrysaris. Is that, what is it? Is that a word from something in particular? It's a cool word. Makes me think of, every time I see cry, it makes me think of like ice, you know, because like you've got like cryogenics or cryomancy, right? Chrysaris. I like it. That is a super cool name. I feel like we have a lot of people like who watch these streams and stuff who have just very, very cool names. Names are such an interesting thing to me. I don't know. I'm just fascinated by, because I feel like there's almost always a story, even if the story is just like, I couldn't think of a name and this was the default one that the insert name of game here gave me, right? Even that's a story in itself, right? Equivalent exchange, in order to get something you have to give something of equal value. Exactly. But yeah, when I first started playing video games and stuff as a young lad, the game that me and my friends all played, we played Neopets back in the day. That was our jam. But I remember I wanted to use my real life name is Evan, EVAN, and I wanted to use that as my username because, you know, we were young kids. We didn't realize that using your real name as your username is really like probably not the greatest idea. But it wouldn't let me because that was already taken. So what it suggested instead was like my name backwards. So it was like Knave34. That's who I was for like 3 solid years. I was just Knave34, you know? It was I don't know, there's something about it. It's a cool identity kind of thing, you know? It feels good to have a name. Currently, my name is pronounced Astrophagy. And it's from an old physics textbook I read once, or I had to read. I didn't read it for fun, for a class and everything. And it's an old word for black holes. It means star eater, which I think is kind of cool. Like an awesome thing, right? Like, although a lot of people have difficulty pronouncing it, it is sort of an odd word. That's the only thing I run into, is just that people are like, how do you say that? Is it astrophagy? Is it what am I supposed to be? How do the sounds work together? So astro old. I think you could just put a beard on a sloth, right? That would be just about everything. That feels okay. I kind of like that. All right, we are getting there, little by little. With a cane, of course. I like it. Definitely need a cane, you know. Let's see. This one, I guess, will need to be relatively tall. Well, I don't know if it needs to be that tall. Maybe a little bit tall though, so it spills out over here. I feel like that would be kind of cool. What height is this? This is 79. What height is this? 76. 76 is definitely lower than all these walls. And higher than that. Maybe that'll work. Let's see. Yeah, I feel pretty confident about this whole shape. Seems like a good one. Kind of few of these blocks. Guess I'd probably like this to be this height. Feels like a pretty good height right there. What height is that? 77. So it probably means we need to raise this up a little bit. I think that what is this? 76? Maybe we don't. The 77 is right there. It's a little bit deep. I can't remember. It's 77 when I'm standing on top, and that's 78. So it's actually one higher. Like this. Yeah, it's a little bit deep. I mean, I guess there's nothing wrong with a deep tide pool. Let's see. Yeah, that's not terrible. You can have a little bit of a drop down into this pool and everything. I think that'll games I play with my family when we go over to parties that I hope I'll never forget are Ninja, Mafia, Sticks, Rock, Paper, Scissors. I'll be honest, I have only heard of one of those, and that's Rock, Paper, Scissors, because I feel like everyone's heard of that one. That's interesting. Are they like, are they card games, or are they like, are they like party kind of games where you you know, like where what's the words? Can't say words. Where you kind of know the rules. It's kind of a family thing, or are they well-known games? I don't know. Seems interesting though. They sound kind of cool. Sure. Oops. This is all pretty good. My family is pretty fond of board games. We play quite a few board games. Although we always seem to play the ones that end with lots of arguments. Things like Monopoly, Catan, Settlers of Catan. Well, that's a gnarly one. If you ever need any excuse to start a fight with people, let me tell you, play a game of Catan. Everyone will be arguing with everyone else. I feel like on some level that's like half the game. It's just funny. Imagine Among Us but with one killer, which is Mafia. Okay. Have a nurse, always a storyteller. I feel like I've played that before. It sounds familiar. I've probably played like some commercialized variant of it or something. I don't know. Seems cool though. Seems very cool. I think I need to replace these around some places. I think mostly just where it's under other stuff, because I feel like that's a little weird. Here. Yeah, I think that's okay. Ninja is basically an excuse to slap people. I like it. Those are the best kinds of games. Let's see. Fill this up with water. Gonna put a couple layers of diamond here. Nice. Kind of turn all that into flowing water. Nice. I think it looks cool. Very happy with that. Let's see here. What height level are we gonna have to make this? This is gonna probably have to be somewhere around here, which is like 77. Probably gonna have to fill in some of this because I feel like this is too low. Yeah, 76. Fill in some of this. Not too difficult. Nothing we can't handle. Yeah, sticks is when you take both your hands and try to knock the other person out of their sticks. 5 fingers and your head is out. Hand is out. Huh. That sounds interesting. I gotta look up some of these games now. Sounds kind of fun. I feel like it's always good to have a good assortment of games that you just kind of know the rules by heart. So you always have something that you can bring up when people are like, does anyone know any games? You're like, yeah, I know this game, and I know this game. I feel like that's always a good thing to have, you know? Yeah, that's okay. I get. Cool, cool, cool. Got some random dye right here. Not a big fan of that. The random blocks. Got some holes you need to fill in. And of course, Jenga and Monopoly. Yep, classics. Never leave home without them. You ever played Jenga with like the really big Jenga sticks? Someone I know built a Jenga set out of like 2x4 like wood. It was enormous. We played it in its backyard and everything. That was a lot of fun. Jenga is inherently more exciting when there's a chance that the whole thing falling over could injure someone. Oh, maybe not the safest version of Jenga, but entertaining. Very entertaining. All right. We are getting there. Little by little. Let's see here. That's pretty good. Yeah, I think we're working on it. I walked in class and the teacher was talking about Dance Dance Revolution. That was a game. I was a big fan of DDR. Specifically, like, I feel like the big craze was when they added them to like the arcades and stuff in the area. Because you have not DDR'd until you've DDR'd at like one of the fancy Japanese machines, you know. The home version was fun too, but definitely there's something something special about the fancy machines and everything. Hey, Lego Man's here. Nice. Let's see. Oh, random pocket there. Alright, I think this is in pretty good shape. Let's see. We need to block this off. Oh, you're in the stream. Alright then. Fair enough. Let's That's okay. All right, let's block this off up to whatever height we need to block it off to. I think it's gonna be. There's a warranty. Yeah, it's kind of a running joke at this point that because all the little warranty signs say warranty and spelled poorly with an E and only one R. And I think it's kind of the running joke at this point. I think humorous. Let's see. I think we said 76. I wanted it to be about. Which this is 76. So you want it to be the case where we stand on top of this and this is 76. Okay, cool. I think we can fill this in now. Party's advertised in the chat now. I've been online for a couple days. Yeah, apparently. Some of the little chat things are a little bit a little too frequent, but I think people are. I've talked with some of the people responsible. And I think they're gonna fix it up a little bit because it's a little bit annoying. But there is definitely a whole there's a whole movement. Let's fill that with water. I think that filled everything. What do we think about that water level? I like it. I think it's pretty good. That means that we can do this. That's a little bit weird and square. See if we can it's a little bit more natural. All right, there we go. That's a little better. Water level reminds me of one of my classes. Do you have a class in water levels? That would be pretty cool. We were talking about how New Orleans is below sea level. Oh yeah, yeah. If sea levels continue to rise, one day, the whole city is going to be underwater. There's a few places like that. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm fairly sure Venice is like that too, though. Or they've got some sort of similar problem anyway. Nice. This is looking pretty good, all things considered. I love the advertisements. Apparently got flooded, and the levees and the walls. If the water failed, they got screwed over. Yeah, that was kind of what happened with Katrina and everything. You know, that was the big natural disaster and everything. And yeah, it was just too much water all at once, and the levees couldn't take it. Very tragic. I know there's been a lot of talk since then about, you know, like, what do we do, right? Like, how do we keep this from happening again? And I think the general consensus is there's not a lot that can be done. You know, because it's just part of how the city was built, right? It was built, you know, below the water line and everything. Yeah. Really just not a lot that can be done to fix a situation like that. Hopefully we don't have too many more big disasters anytime soon. Would be nice. I feel like, especially with COVID and everything, I've had my fill of disasters for a little while. Kind of satisfied. Don't need any more, you know. Not super eager for more craziness. Honestly, I think it's mostly okay for right now. And I'm actually just about to wrap up my stream. I've got about 10 minutes or so, where I'm gonna keep working on things. I'm gonna try to get this area filled with some water. And I think for the most part, things are pretty good. Yeah, I mean, if you want to add some stuff, feel free to add stuff. You know, if you want to put, I don't know, anything that you think would improve the overall appearance of this area, feel free. So I'm mostly just kind of focused on some of this little terraforming stuff. Nothing too crazy. I haven't had a lot of time to dig too deeply into the fine details of the area. There's some weird transitions where, like, you know, we've got this rock part that runs into like the forest, and like some of these trees are inside the hills and stuff like that. But nothing in particular. Nothing in particular at all. This area seems pretty smooth. We just need to add a few more blocks of sand here and there. And get things well situated. Oh my goodness. Can't believe it's been 2 hours. Time always flies when I do these streams. On which side? Oh, yeah. Yeah, actually, if you want to work on that, that would be good. Because that's just the natural generation. Looks kind of, looks a little wonky. You want to work on that? Absolutely, go ahead. No complaints here. Also, I don't know if you're still in the stream, I just realized. Or if you can hear anything I'm saying. If you can, then yeah, feel free to work on whatever it is you'd like to work on. If you cannot hear me, then don't say anything, and I will realize that. Okay. And I'll say something in the actual Minecraft chat. Yeah, cool. Let's see. Do you play any sports casually? I play badminton. Man, you are a very interesting person, I have to say that. Like, between the animal adventures, like, I don't know. That's just, like, I feel like badminton is just such an obscure pastime. I'm not really a sporty kind of person, to be honest. I'm definitely more of like a computer cave nerd kind of person, you know. But I did used to do a few kinds of sports and things. I do a lot of not anymore. I used to do a bit of hiking though. I had a very good time. I was into hiking for a while, but not so much these days. Don't have a lot of time these days. But I did fencing for a while. That was interesting. You know, really hard to say bad things about learning how to sword fight, right? Kind of the best sport ever. It was fun too. I had a good teacher and everything, but ultimately I didn't stick with it. It was a really big time commitment, and there were other things I'd rather do with my time, I think. That was also back in high school. It was a little while ago, but I did enjoy it while it lasted. I had a friend who did it with me too, which was nice. It's always nice to have a friend to do things with, you know. More fun than doing it on your own most of the time. Yeah, I haven't done that. Mostly kind of a nerd person and a music person. I play music. I'm a piano player. I write a little bit. I play a little bit. Nothing too crazy, just for funsies. Let's see. All right, let's turn this into a. Speaking of hiking, you're going hiking soon. Nice. Are there good places to hike where you live? I know that's kind of that's one of the reasons that I got into hiking, is because I live in an area that's got a lot of cool places to hike, you know? Important. All right. I think we'll need to raise the water level here a little bit. Probably kind of do like this. Awesome. That's probably good. We'll fill this with water. And then we'll do the same thing down here, I think. Bucket list, draw stuff in my list, learn piano, learn to moonwalk. I like it. That's a good list. I feel like learning to moonwalk is not it's not as difficult as of a dance move as people make it out to be. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I can't, but theoretically it doesn't look as hard as I used to think it was. That's my take. It's my hot take on dancing. All right, cool. I like this. We'll add a few blocks here just to kind of fill this in. Ooh. Looks nice. Let's see a few more spots around here that need some attention. I think probably this one too. Excellent. And I think that's all the water all sorted out. Look at that. We did it. We made it. Looks pretty nice. It looks good with water. I guess the next step in this process is going to be putting stuff in the water. You know, there's some of it we can do with, we can do some what do you call them, sea grasses and whatnot. Put some coral reefs in. They are supposed to be tide pools after all, right? We'll put some sort of little building on that little island with the little sandbar thing. Maybe we'll make some sort of path or something. I don't know. I'll have a lot of fun with it. It's gonna be a good time. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna wrap things up there. But thank you for coming and watching, everyone who's still in here and everything. I appreciate you. It's been a fun stream. Kind of chill, nothing too crazy. Hopefully we'll be able to do these fairly regularly. Trying to keep to a tiki bar island. I kind of like it. Could put a little bar up there or something. Kind of an island bar. Maybe we'll build some palm trees and stuff, right? It's kind of an island thing. Yeah, it's been good hanging with you guys, and I'll catch you probably on Saturday morning. Tark and I are going to do our first world problem survival stream again. Fingers crossed anyway, unless things go very, very wrong. But that's going to be fun. Come and watch us. We're terrible at survival, but hopefully entertaining to watch. That's kind of the plan there. But otherwise, if not, I will see you guys next Wednesday. But anyway, yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Have a good night. Get some sleep and everything. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.